Hey guys, gonna walk you through some TrueCoach basics. So when you log into TrueCoach, this is your dashboard. You'll see some updates on your clients, what they've been doing recently. So we'll start with the Clients tab, because this is where you will add a new client. So you're gonna click this button, and you're gonna put their information in here. They will either be remote or dual, means they also might come into the gym sometimes. It just means that you can add results as well. So not a big deal, most likely just remote is fine. So when you have a client, you will then have this calendar view, which won't be filled yet, so it'll look like this. And on each day, you'll notice you can hover over the day, you can add a workout, paste a workout, assign from a program, or make it a rest day. So first I want to show you where we have programs, because most likely you're going to be adapting a program that we've already created. So here's an example of a 3-week program for this guy Jake, who is working out at home in a gym and focused on endurance. So this is a program that Jay's created. So he's got some rest days in here. He's got these workouts. At any time, I can move workouts by toggling here. I can copy a workout and I can paste it somewhere else. Here, if I want to add anything to a day, this little plus on the day that already has something is where I can paste something. I'm not going to do that to mess with this program. You can also click the checkbox to select, and then you've got these options here to like copy, trash. You can hold down shift and select multiple things, and then I'm just gonna deselect these. So if I like this program, or say I just want a week of this program, I can copy a week of this program, copy, go back to my client, and paste this for next week. Paste workouts, it'll populate that entire week. So I'm gonna go ahead and erase that so I don't confuse this client. But that's how you can work from programs. So then when you're going into their workouts, you want to customize them for that individual. So you've got all your notes on this person, what equipment they have, what their fitness level is, where they are, what kind of space. So you're going to go in and you can make comments, you can change weights, change reps. I'm opening up this workout here so I can, well, I can't seem to edit this one because it's in the past. So let's create a new one. But you can click into a workout they haven't done yet, and you can edit it just like I can type in here. So, crazy Wednesday. Here's where I can put their warm up. So let's do 12 air squats. I'm gonna be real quick and sloppy here, but you want a nice warm up. And then if they don't know what an air squat is, or you're not sure, give them a demo here. So if you type into this demo video window, it will populate with your examples. So you've got your warm-ups here. And then here you've got different exercises you can do. So if I want her to do push-ups here, I can say you're gonna do 6 rounds or 6 sets of 8 reps, for example. So say I want her to superset push-ups and air squats. I'll put air squat here, that'll populate. I can select it. What that does is that gives her a demo video, which I can double check by clicking the video right here. What is that? Scrub through. Okay, that's right. Click out. So 6 sets of 16 reps, and then I can click superset, and that'll tell her that this is A1 and A2 instead of A and B. So that means she's going to alternate these sets. Sometimes I'll put instructions at the end of their warm-up. Do 6 rounds of superset A, for example. Or if it's, a CrossFit style workout, the structure might be a little funny. But you can just you can also add notes here. So if you want special instructions or just to make sure things are clear, or like modify the bodybuilders by stepping back and in instead of jumping to protect your low back, or whatever. So we've got notes, warm up, we've got a workout here. You can also do a circuit. So the circuit is another way that I could have written this. So push, pull, whatever you want to call it. So see their examples. We've got 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups. And here's another place where I can say you're going to do 4 rounds. So now B is this entire circuit, and this can be any number of things. Here I can link demo videos the same way I did in the warm-up. The cool down is the exact same as the warm-up. So here I might say spend a minute in supine pigeon. What if they don't know what that is? Supine pigeon, and there it is. Now say there's something that doesn't already exist in here. I don't know if they have a pigeon, regular pigeon. Pigeon pose or pigeon, and it looks like they don't. They just have the elevated hip stretch version. So I don't see it. I hit escape to close that. I want to add a video for pigeon. So I'm going to YouTube pigeon. Okay, I'm gonna use a short video because I don't want some crazy long intro. I don't want them to get super distracted from what they're trying to do in the gym. In this case, it's yoga, so it's gonna be a little slower. You know, maybe I like this one. I don't really. I like this one more. All right, so I'm gonna watch this and make sure it's good. Delicious. All right. Good, she's giving some good cues. I like it. I'm gonna copy this link, take it back to TrueCoach. I'm gonna throw this in here. And now I'm saving this to the library. So now I never have to do that again. Now whenever I type in pigeon, it's gonna be right there. So this is true for exercises as well. Save. And now Crazy Wednesday is there. It's a terrible workout. So delete, and it's gone. So that's the basics of adding workouts. Use programs. We will have more in here for you to go off of for your 21-day challenge, folks. Let's see, if you go into team, you're just gonna see other trainers and what they got going on. Not super important for you. Library, this is where we can upload documents for our clients so they can view all of these documents already. You don't have to give them access to anything. If you want to add something, like I was talking to some folks about mindset, so I wanted to find this cool infographic, now they can see that. So you might need to remind them to go look at something in here because it's overwhelming. But if they're talking about having trouble eating out, say, hey, there's a document called Restaurant Hacks in your library. Go ahead and check it out. Should help you. So in here, we've also got library of exercises. So if you know that you want to work on shoulders, under muscle groups, shoulders, here's some ideas for things that will work the shoulders because they're categorized here. Which planes you're moving in, muscle groups, type of work, and the movement pattern. Helps with your creativity blocks. Then we've got saved warm-ups. So here's an air squat, plank, shoulders warm-ups. You can see you might have some, so you don't have to come up with new warm-ups for every single workout you're doing. Same with cool downs. Metrics. So we've got these metric sets. I'm going to show you how to use these, but these are how we're going to get an idea of how our clients are doing and so that they can see progress. So biometrics, they're going to have to do this on their first week. So this is them inputting the information from their scan. This also includes their body measurements. So I'll show you how to do this, but keep in mind this is also, I'll add biometrics and body weight strength to a client. So let's look at Kate Taylor. I'll go through this whole list, but right now we're going to look at metrics here. So you can't assign somebody a metric. So in a workout, let's say biometrics. See this symbol here? This is the metric symbol. Also here, you can assign metrics, but first you have to apply them to that client here. So if I want to assign new, I can say assign from library. And then I've got all those options you saw before. So let's say I want to give her, do some Metcon or some running metrics. So now I've added this metric set over here, and that makes it available when I want to do some testing here. So here, now I can link a metric, and what this is going to do is prompt my client to enter results. So I go to looking for running. I want her to do a 100-meter run. So now that metric's been assigned, this is white, and I'm going to say 100 meters. So now she's going to run that, and she's going to give me a time. She's going to time herself, and we're going to put it in there, and then we can see her progress over time. We'll get a graph of how she improves. This is super important for creating wins for your client and showing them that what they're doing is worth it and working. So that's metrics. I'll show you how the biometrics work as well. So this title doesn't really matter. Don't worry about linking a video. Say waist measure. Don't need to describe that. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to, under biometrics, this is the stuff from their in-body. Then here's waist. So that's going to prompt her to enter that measurement. So we'll have all that data here, and we'll measure it again, and we can graph it. So that is metrics. Let me continue to show you this stuff over to the left. So here's my client, Kate Taylor. So we've got her age, her weight, her height, where she is, because she's in a different time zone. That's important for me to remember, especially when we're making meetings. How she's doing. And you'll note that some clients are better than others about checking things off or, wanting these all to be green. It doesn't mean they're not succeeding. Like if they're getting the results, if they're feeling better, then it's fine if this looks like a mess. Like you might have seen my other client. She's seeing progress, she's feeling better, but she's kind of just doing it her way, and that's fine. They're all gonna look a little bit different. So we've got chat, which you can also access here. And this is where I message with her. I can expand this to a full conversation and go back to her. So once I have had my initial meetings with my client, I want to fill in her profile. So goals, we had a short-term 30-day goal of losing 5 pounds, gaining some muscle, losing some body fat. The long-term was, these are a little more vague, but you can read that. For her nutrition, so I've assigned her to log food on MyFitnessPal 80% of the time. Use the plate method when she's eating out. She's got a 10-drink max per week. She's doing some intermittent fasting. I didn't advise, that was already hers. So we've got her nutrition goals. Here we go. So I copied to all the days. You don't have to, she's doing the same macros every day. But we did the math to get her calorie goal and then broke down her macros according to the zone. So she's got the 40%, 30%, 30%, and then these are just the numbers in grams for her. So you're gonna enter this stuff in here, make sure it's copied to all the days, and then you will save that. This threshold, I told her 80% of the time, it automates to 15%. Let's This is just wiggle room. So you don't want them to be a perfectionist. So remind them that I like to say 80% is 100%, because if you're doing the right thing 80% of the time, you're going to get the results that you're looking for, and it's more realistic. So we went over metrics, limitations. She doesn't actually have any, but this is where you might put somebody's injury, whatever it is. Like if they can't run for some reason, or they, refuse to do certain workouts, whatever. Limitations. Any notes will appear here. So you can scroll through. Planning. So she is totally wide open right now, but this is where you can add a skeleton. I'll show you in a different client. Joanna has certain days that she can and cannot work out. So in her planning, we've just got this really basic. I give her 4 a week usually. So that's why the question marks here. So she can work out either one of these days or both of these days. She's flexible, but during the week, it's only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Equipment, this is where you put what equipment they have. That's super important because you need to check on that when you're programming. And that is it. Let's see. Cool. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Thanks.